Hey.
Hey buddy, how's it going?
Good. Just got here.
Yeah.
What are you doing besides listening to shitty music?
Oh, I might have drove that in too far. Might have drove that in too far. Sleepy music?
Yeah, we gotta put that on pause. We're on YouTube now.
Uh-oh.
All right, Q-Man. Update.
Update.
You see you got transmission.
Transmission tore apart, buddy. Time for an upgrade.
So,
I don't know. Is it an upgrade or is it
a change?
an improvement?
Well, it's upgrade in terms of you got some new
Is
gears.
it an upgrade or is it a downgrade?
Well,
Spending money to go slow? Is that what I'm doing?
no, you're gonna go the same speed.
Yeah, that's the plan.
You'll go the
But with
same
bigger
speed.
tires.
Bigger tires. Bigger gears. Right? Bigger gears.
Lower gears.
But it's a bigger gear?
Well, this one's a much smaller gear.
Well, then I guess it depends what gear it is.
Yeah.
All right, so what's going on right now? What's
Right
this?
now,
What are
right
you
at the moment, I'm trying to.
get a gear off, or you just put it on?
I put it on too far.
Oh, you passed where the bearing is?
I went past the point of. I might need a hand to hold onto this stuff here.
All right, so what do you want me to hold on to?
Well, either hold onto the shaft here, so that I can line this all up. Try to
Just
get
up here?
no the shaft down below.
Oh, just hold
Hold
the shaft.
that up a little higher, so you can actually hang on to it. There you go.
Where's your vise?
Well, I don't want to put it in a vise, but
You could have had some little plastic locking jaws on your vise.
I didn't realize that was going to go on so easily.
But you want to be careful of those gears too as you pull up.
Yeah.
You know, they're just on the edge of them.
I know. It came off pretty easily the first time, so
On the other gears?
yeah.
Is this how you did it?
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Okay.
So there was a missing
So it
washer,
wasn't
too.
too bad. The washer was stuck to the
bearing.
top
Or
of
the gear.
The gear.
This one right
And
here.
I was like, man, how's that going down so far?
6-inch 3-jaw gear puller.
Yeah, it was on sale for $34, $34.99, $35 Canadian.
Extractor Desenre, yes, something.
But it'll do the job.
Your little plastic table?
It'll do the job, yeah.
Yeah. A guy commented on your video, he's like, nice shop.
Oh yes, well, you know, it is a pretty nice shop.
Except for this table. This is your tool bench.
I could definitely use a new table. I do have some really nice, super heavy duty blue ones.
All right, bearing.
Yeah.
Okay, so for people that don't know, changing the gearing in the RS1, the machine behind you, the RZR single-seater RS1,
Yeah.
and which has the Turbo S transmission, or just the front diff?
Just the front diff. But it has the same transmission as the turbos do, yes.
Okay.
But the gearing is different in each individual little thing.
So you got from some good sources with experience in rock crawling 35s on the RS1
Yes.
that these are the gears you buy from the OEM. And
OEM gears, yeah.
But why does the OEM have these gears? What are they designed for?
From different machines. So like the Ace, the Ranger, the
Oh,
Razor
yeah.
Turbo Rocks and Crawl Edition. You know, each transmission's got different gearing setups. So through trial and error of somebody else,
Yeah.
thank goodness,
They just grabbed and tried them.
they've just figured out what gears work. I mean, it's a bit of a pain to do. So I'm glad I'm not the one doing the
R&D.
R&D on it, but I'm glad somebody does, and somebody's willing to share.
Because they all share the same shafts.
A lot of them share the same shafts, yes, so a lot of this stuff here is all the same. This one here, the reason we're changing this particular one, this shaft, why we gotta change the whole shaft, is because the gear is part of the shaft.
Oh, it's stuck. It is the shaft.
It is the shaft.
Yeah,
So
it
I
is.
need to replace all of this stuff.
Oh, you
onto
got to do the
this
big.
stuff.
Wait, let's get a photo of that.
Yeah, so that's the comparison right there.
Okay. So that's going to be more work.
That's
then,
why I started with the first one, just to see what it was like. Easy.
to get a gear
Yeah.
with your $35 gear puller.
Yes.
Now-
before you showed up to get, you know,
Yeah.
so I didn't look like an idiot.
Yeah, you had a little.
I've never done
practice.
this before. This is I've never taken a transmission apart before.
No, I know. This
So
is like street bike mechanic.
This is like a whole new thing for me. And but you know, it's just nuts and bolts. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, worst case, you break a gear, you go buy another one.
Yeah, go buy another one, right? I mean, yeah, I'm glad I didn't break that one trying to pull it back up.
Like just one tooth, you're done.
I mean, I'm sure they're pretty tough, right? I mean, they got to be hardened, forged gears, right? So
how each individual tooth, yeah, it's got to be. It's a transmission.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And I mean, this thing's got 3,500 kilometers on it. I mean, it looks like
New.
brand new. Literally looks like brand new.
Well, there's not like it's an auto transmission that's gonna.
No,
have
it's definitely not like that. But you know,
just gears. But
just
yeah,
gears.
I've broken street bike ones in my Cowie, the ZX6RR.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
You know they break.
ship breaks. So, you know,
Do you know anybody else that's broken gears in the RZRs?
oh, I'm sure there's plenty of
No,
people.
do you?
I don't know anybody
No.
personally.
It's always like a clutching problem.
You always
coming
hear
out.
about somebody breaking something, right?
Yeah, but it's like usually not.
Normally, it's usually, in my opinion, lack of maintenance. Lack of maintenance.
Well, what is maintenance?
maintenance.
What people get that term confused, thinking maintenance is like following the diagrams and following the maintenance schedule in a manual. It's actually
actually a little bit more than
keeping
that.
contaminants out in the first place.
You know, oil is relatively cheap. So, in my opinion, why not change it more often?
Yeah, and use the best
And
you
use
can.
the best you can. I mean, you know, I use AMSOIL, and it seems to work great for me. I've never had any issues, no failures.
Yeah.
So
It'd be interesting to do an oil analysis and actually see what it's like after 30 hours, 25 hours too.
it would be kind of interesting to do
Like
that, right?
since there's no contaminants, like you said, it was so clean. The oil actually comes out really clean, and the viscosity and the
Yeah.
additive and
Is
the
doing
parts.
it every 30 hours way too often?
Yeah, we
We
should
I mean,
probably take-
OEM says what, 100 hours?
or 50. No, oh, on
100.
the transmission.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we'd probably do an oil analysis one of these days. It's it's $40 for oil
Well, I
analysis.
figured you would have done that with testing with your machine, since how you're the AMSOIL representative specialist.
Well, I've never done oil analysis on the RS1.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm curious.
Did I do one on the engine
I'm
though?
curious why you never have done one.
I would do one on the engine, most important, of course.
Yeah.
The thing is that these things take hardly any fluid. So it's more about all of a sudden you get water contamination. It doesn't matter if you go 100 hours because you had water contamination from a cracked transmission.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been more worried about water contamination than anything.
And it comes when you don't expect it because you had some problem from you hit a bump or you hit a crack.
Or you don't even know why.
Yeah. And the oil analysis won't tell you that unless the issue happened after
Yeah,
or before.
or whatever the case may be.
All right, so this looks a little easier on the big gears.
Yeah, it's definitely the clamps get on there a little nicer on the big gears. I was not too happy about doing that on the small gear. The challenge is going to be, I'm going to have to find a pipe or something long enough to pound this back on.
Oh, to get some, like a huge socket.
Yeah,
Socket to ya.
a huge socket. So I believe there's a little needle bearing inside this particular one. I mean, I can't say for sure, but something doesn't look quite right there, though.
Why would it not pull off, you mean?
It's not pulling evenly. See the little gears getting caught on that little edge there?
It's hard to tell from here, but I see it.
Well, look here. Look at the end. Look at the gap here.
Oh, I
you
see.
see it
Oh,
there?
you're pulling it sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to get a rubber hammer on that one?
Well,
Try to whack it straight. Back to the table problem, dude. You're gonna. What if the table just breaks and everything falls
that
through?
would suck, but
No, I know, but let's not do that. Should we go get a Seattle tool, like roll one in here? Table.
roll the table in here.
Well, like I got those little carts, but at least they're metal. So there's a washer there actually that made it look like off center.
Yeah.
If you can get the washer out, do you think the washer's getting caught on the little crevice? The circlip area?
I think it is. They use this exact same tool, so
You watch the video, somebody using this exact tool.
exact same setup. So I thought, hey, It's good enough for them.
And it just worked.
It's good enough for me.
It's just pulled through.
I just had to get that washer lined up right, that's all.
Yeah, the washer was...
I wasn't paying attention.
That's why you got to think things through, though, when they don't work right away. Don't just keep turning.
Yeah, don't just keep pulling, because that washer was catching the edge of this rim here.
And then you would have messed up your
I would have
washer.
messed up the washer. I would have messed up a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah, you messed up your
I
shaft.
could have messed up the shaft. That would be the worst, actually.
Yeah.
You never want to mess up your shaft.
No. Yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, you're probably a long time healing on that.
Yeah.
Either your pocketbook or...
I don't know what gear this was. There's no number stamped on it. This is a 62.
62.
So I don't really want to count the teeth personally, but...
That's the new one, yeah. What did the old one say on it?
So now I have to get something that'll get me to pound that down.
Yeah,
See
evenly.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. You need something with deep socket.
Yeah. Well, really, that's a really deep socket.
What about the back
used
of
like
your
a piece
jack?
of
What about your
pipe.
jack? Remember your jack pipe? Oh, right. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, maybe. Oh, especially the other end. Well, the other end might, because it's strong steel.
Come on.
Remember, you gotta take the bottom off.
No, this comes apart.
Oh, I'm talking about take this piece, but
No, that's gonna be too small.
no. Anyways, guys, this is Marcel Irnie wearing the safety glasses for Quentin. And this is Q-Man, Quentin. And he just had an idea. What if you used the tool backwards and pulled the gear
Oh, you
on?
gotta flip the whole thing around backwards.
But you're pulling the gear on instead of trying to press it on with a hammer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I pulled it off, so.
Anyways, so yeah, this is the Irnieracing channel. Getting back to motorsports. More moto, less tyranny. There you go. You gonna watch it move?
Yeah.
How far are we going, I guess?
Well, it looks like it goes down to that. Oh, careful with those.
Oh,
Sorry, drop those over.
Well, it's just balancing on this little table, but...
I know.
Yeah, it's moving.
So now I gotta get it just to the right point.
Oh, yeah.
So for the washer, it's gotta clear, and the snap ring's gotta clear.
This is the original one. Did it have the number on it? No. Oh, no. There's numbers on it. 74, 17.
It's funny that the people that I watched Crash City side-by-sides,
Yeah.
they call these snap rings from the devil, or Satan's snap rings.
Because they're just to get them down?
Yeah, 'cause they're so difficult to work with.
You just, well, they didn't have the best tool then?
Yeah, well, neither do I, but and this is not a bad tool, but the tips need to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah, longer because you're at an angle.
But-
I have ones that are designated individually.
That are
With
bent.
some are curved.
Yeah, I do have those too.
You want to get one?
I just don't feel like it.
Oh, dude, you need some eye protection for that.
Why?
I don't know. Feels like it could shoot somewhere.
Why? It's not going to come at me.
No, I know. It just, I can see the pressure. Now, is it foul down far enough to hook it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exactly perfect.
Well, it worked well. You didn't need to pump it down and get a
Oh,
tube.
that's actually better than pounding it.
Yeah, because you're more accurate.
Yeah. Pounding it. All right, so that's that one. Just
Better than
back
pounding it, huh?
on. Better than pounding it.
All right.
That's what she didn't say.
Next one. Okay. And are you gonna pound the bearing on though?
Yeah. I'm sure I'll get some haters for that, but as you can see, they're not like crazy pressed on.
No. And plus, you're pounding on a little plastic table that could
That's
drop
flexing at the same time.
drop everything.
with a rubber hammer. Drop everything. Yeah.
All your gears break on the ground.
It's a good table.
No, it's not. It's one of those ones that bends in the center.
Great table.
These things
What are you
suck.
talking
I don't even use those at the racetrack because I hate how they're all flopping. You know.
about? You don't even race anymore. You don't even know.
That was like 2 years ago.
I know. It's like old,
I'm like semi-retired life, huh?
if that's what you call it.
Hanging at the pool on the beach and
Yeah.
coming here and
Yeah.
working a little bit. Been thinking about dirt biking.
Thinking about dirt biking?
That's right. I might be getting ready to go to like Revelstoke or something soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go check out the new mountains out there.
I would wait a little bit. She's pretty flooded there from what I see.
Oh, you think so?
I know so.
In Revelstoke.
The mountains are flooded.
What does that mean?
You
On
gotta
the
follow-
trails. The trails
follow
will be
the
muddy.
trails. Well, they're like overflowing with water. You got to follow some local
Some local news.
businesses there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, like the Great Outdoors, UTV tours and UTV and dirt bike tours.
Yeah.
Or the Great Canadian, I don't remember.
The
what
one
they're
that rents them I saw
They
there.
rent and do tours as well.
Yeah, that's the one I was parking next to.
Yeah, Full Throttle is the rental.
Yeah,
And
so
then-
what are they saying?
Well, they were just showing on their Instagram yesterday
On the side-by-side trails, the forestry lines,
how bad the flooding is.
they're all just mudded or water going across, big water holes.
Lots of flooding going on. So now I really have to keep track of what I'm doing here.
Well, because now, okay, let's not lose the order.
Yeah.
You want me to go get another table? Put them on? Get one for just tools?
There we go. Now the only downside to this one is the bearing is so small, it actually gets caught in the end of this tool. So then I have to reverse it all the way up,
And then reverse it out.
pull it out. It's a little bit kind of hard on the bearing, but it only goes in just barely. So
By hand? Oh.
no, a little bit more than that. There it is. Just nothing to see.
Nothing to see. No, oh yeah, those things are all stainless.
Oh yeah, they're pretty tough. Okay, so now we got to remember because we got to do half and then do half.
I don't know, you need to clean this bench off, dude. I can go get the bench, it's outside.
No, it's okay. Just remember the order.
You just really
Right,
don't want to clean
top.
up your space.
I got my space. I'm ready to go.
Well, good thing it's on film, so we can always go back
Yep.
and like, we're like, oh, where was that one?
So I think this is the gear that's going to replace this gear
But you're replacing the whole shaft on this one.
and the gear.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You're taking all the gears off. Remember some order here. Oh yeah, that's right. You want me to go get a good tool?
No, I could change the end of these, but I don't feel like it.
Until you don't make it.
Yeah, until I get pissed off.
One more try. 2 more tries. That's super stiff too, huh? Look at you, you're shaking.
It's because I'm trying to like hold it.
I know, you did a good job though. I didn't think you're gonna get that.
I was trying to hold it, buddy. I was trying to hold it on there.
Gonna go get a tool that has a better angle on it.
I have the tips. I just need to change them. I got a whole bin of them.
You got a bin of tips?
I got a bin of tips. Not that tips from people, because I don't get many tips from people.
I know.
I give tips like don't eat yellow snow and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah, or you give tips at restaurants?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free dad jokes.
Yeah, do you tip well?
Oh. I guess I didn't need to.
It just slides right off.
That wasn't even pressed on there.
Well, it just fit.
Oh, I see. It's on a needle bearing.
Concave. It's also like concave.
Okay, so that's got to go with this one. So we cannot forget the order here. See, remember this washer on top.
Well, what is that? That's facing
Yeah,
up.
so we're going to replace this with this. This is all in the
Now
order that it
transfer the
came.
washer, yeah.
Yeah.
And then now we're on the needle bearing, or the, oh, and you pull off.
Whoa. Okay, so let me think about this here for a second. So this is where we're going. So we're just going to start transferring right now.
Reverse, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Because look at the difference in size now, smaller.
Yeah. Which lines up with this different gear here.
Don't forget the washer.
This goes on top.
Yeah, I know. There you go, that's easy not to lose track.
Yeah, that's not so bad.
Even with this crazy table space. And then you do the other side after.
Yeah. Do half and then do the other half.
Yeah, simple. You don't even need a good tool for that shit. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I see. That's where that little hooker is right there.
Getting hooked on.
Yeah. Now I got it twisted. Come on. There it is. There it is.
Oh, so you look like a mechanic.
Not too bad.
Yeah, like in your blue overalls.
Yeah.
And then the final bearing. Gear has changed.
That's not the same.
What is going on here? Uh-oh.
I put it together backwards.
Oh, no. You did.
That's okay.
Oh, because you grabbed the wrong when you first put the first thing on.
Yeah, I started backwards.
Yeah, didn't examine it. Well, you know, there you go.
This is what happens when you're just winging it.
Well, you went at it.
It's a first timer.
You didn't take enough time to think about it before when you looked at the shaft, right? You just grabbed the shaft.
It's amazing how well everything fit, though.
Yeah, except for those things are still your tool issue, but yeah.
Carefully.
Okay, again, pull the bearing off to rotate it around. Yeah, I see. Needed to look at that one different
Just
end.
that one different end on there.
And repeat.
That's okay. Just lubed it up. This is like practice, right?
Yeah. All right. We already know what happens with that.
Kind of funny, huh?
I just noticed, and we were just talking about this, Q-Man, he put on the radius rods. Those are some sweet Zebros radius rods. And you put on the control arms. Trailing arms.
You're already having that one.
And they got these Zebros inside the trailing arms as well. On the back, when you look from the back, you don't see it from here, it's backwards. The Zebros, right?
Yeah. It's right on this side. It's wrong on that side.
Well, that's okay, because in my video, the first video, I wrote it Zebros with an S.
Zebros with an S?
Like in the video title, you know, like in the video itself, just on my phone.
Is that really dead?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. I was just going at it quick. Didn't really think about it. Wow, those are gonna be so sweet. Super strong looking tubes. And then those aluminum ones at the back.
Get this bearing. Get this bearing.
Look at this thing. Something seems different though. Looks like 3 of them are Zebros and one's a different brand. Yeah, that one's missing it. Oh, there it is. It says right there, Zebros. So the lower right radius, the logo is backwards.
I got a problem.
Uh-oh.
The tool doesn't fit into
Around
here.
the bearing. Because the gear's in the way.
Because the gear's in the way.
So you need to make a plate that slides over it like, you know, like a gap. Tricky.
Or I need to grind off this.
Oh, and make it fit? Because it's that close?
It's that close.
Well, that might be the easiest solution. How many, and you get all 3 of them grinding, you're gonna lose some strength? No? Why does one fit?
Because if I go crooked on it, then it fits.
Oh, yeah.
The only other way is I think if I shorten the throw, if I were to turn this around.
Well, how come one side is like that? Is it, oh, it's adjustable.
Yeah.
It's worth a try.
Really hot. Ooh, you're eating peanut butter?
Peanut butter.
You're sticking to your healthy diet as always?
Look, and celery.
Snacking?
Celery mixed nuts.
Yeah, that's not a meal though.
I'm
You have a really hard time with meals.
I'm here to film you,
No, you would be eating that regardless.
not for a whole meal,
Yeah.
but I'm hungry right now. I skipped dinner to come get over here right
You
away.
skipped dinner, did you? What were you gonna have?
Well, I could have been at one of my girlfriends.
Oh, that's not
She was gonna make a meal probably.
one of your girlfriends, huh? Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
you ground it down?
I don't know. We'll see.
That one still looks like a tight fit at that angle.
Still very tight fit.
The nice thing about celery is it's full of water too. Helps with dehydration. I see the problem. Oh boy, that's tight. No, it's hot.
Oh yeah, it's hot. I'll let that cool down a little bit.
You gonna dip it in some water?
They're cooling down.
Isn't that heat? You could heat treat it, right?
Yeah, if I had oil. I think I'm gonna have to take more of the corner off though.
No, I know. Even like at the angle,
Yeah.
it's about the 45.
He's locked in high.
High? What are you talking about?
Well, when you open up the transmission, you're supposed to put it in high gear first.
Okay. So then a certain thing locks it?
Yeah. Oh, I can't tell that it's in high gear, but it's locked up now. That's how I know it's in high.
Which is needs to move the whole engine. All right.
Oh, I just stuck my fingers in it.
You're gonna have to drill them. You're gonna have to screw right through those things. Get your bolts and nuts. Can't believe it. Just like that. 2 hours. Maybe less. Sound.
Listen for the sound. Listen for the
Dugga dugga.
pressure of the caulking. Look at that wad of caulking in there.
Yeah.
That's a lot of caulk in one spot.
Just in the corner, yeah. It all squeezed in.
Probably had a guy like me putting on the caulk. Laying the caulk to it.
Just like fill the whole thing up.
Fill the whole thing.